All right, we're going to go live to Enugu. Everything's happening today. Peter Obi is, as the former governor of Anambra State, Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election. He is set to declare for a new political party. Let's go live.
We are reciting it as the first point of entry into our union to emancipate the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In the name of Allah, we pray, guide us to the right path. Not the path of those who bestow upon your anger, but the path of those who bestow upon your favor. May the favor of Almighty Allah be upon all of us. Ameen ya Rabbi Allah.
Amen, amen, amen. Oh yes, we have kola nut here, and the kola nut is already before the chairman of today's occasion, Chief Simon Nsobundo Okeke, OFR, former chairman of the Police Service Commission of Nigeria. Your Excellency, the kola nut is before you, and by every means, you are the most qualified person in this gathering to deal with this kola nut on our behalf. This is Igbo land, so Alawotu. To say the prayer to break the kola nut. Thank you. Ochendo.
Ndị be anyị ekene m ụnụ. Ọjị dị n'iru m, onye ọbụla ma na ọjị Igbo dị ya, ọjị Igbo n'iru m. Ọjị Igbo a, ọ da nnukwu oyibo. Ọkwụ ụnụ maara nke a. With apologies to Chairman. You know they hear English. Number one, you know they hear English. I got 1 year just state by state. Abia. Abia were inye Anambra. Onye Mubuchukwu nọ ebe a were nke ndị Abia. Ojeri Igbo. Enugu State. Eji anyanwụ.
Don't worry, we're doing our best.
Eji anyanwụ. Ebonyi. Your Excellency, Sam. Imo, where go?
Imo State. You people are wasting time. Abia State. Okay. Imo State. Enugu State. Ebonyi State. Sam Egu. Anambra State. Ojolibo Wetago. So we are done. Abia State, we go. Have you given Chairman the kola nut? His Excellency David Mark, give him the kola nut. As the Chairman of the dynamic emerging political party in Nigeria. Huh? Yeah, the Caliphate. Well, Motawale of Sokoto State. Yes. Distinguished Senator Aminu Tambuwa Waziri. So we are done with this kola nut. Can we go on, Chairman? Give kola nut to Kenwosu, former national chairman of Labour Party, of ADC. Ikorodike Orabeze, Ogabali. So the kola nut is there. Professor Osumbo can give him for Edo State, because when visitors come, you must give them kola nut as well. So I think we are done with this. Ochendo, go ahead.
Eji m ọjị n'aka ahụ. Chineke bi n'elu igwe, anyị ekene gị ekene. Anyị ji ọjị a wee na-ekene gị ekene maka ọnọdụ anyị nọ taa. Ka ọ bụrụ ọnọdụ ga-aga ofuma otu esi wee dị n'iru gị, igwe n'iru anyị. Ka echiche anyị nke dị mma ka iwere ya, nke adịghị mma idozie ya otu ọ ga-adị. Eji m ọjị a wee na-ayọ Chineke ka ọ gọzie South East, gọzie South South, gọzie North Central, North East, North West, South West. Ka ọ gọzie Nigeria niile n'afọ Jesu.
Amen. Thank you. The kola nut does not hear English except Igbo language, vernacular, and it has been so rendered. The chairman has prayed for the good of everybody and the good of Nigeria. God shall be with us.
O nwere izu agbanyere m onye nwanyị ebe a bụ ndị n'ike. Onye ike nọ ebe a. N'ike ọ nọ ebe a wee bara ọjị.
Gil Nnaji. Prince Gil Nnaji, distinguished senator.
Yeah.
Take one kola nut.
That's it.
And if, as the son of the former Igwe of this land, if you want to use 1 minute to join Ochendo, to say, Ofosori Biezwe, oh, Menamian, so we have done it. So the prince of the land has given his blessings as well, on behalf of Ujinike, where we are. Your Excellencies, ADC and C. Yes. We have to move in now, and we don't have long time to spend here. So speeches and anything will be very brief by anybody invited. But before we go there, I would like, because somebody has been introducing the dignitaries here before we arrived now, but I have to recognize those at the high table. I want to recognize the presence of the National Chairman of African Democratic Congress, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Bonaventure Mark, former President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for several terms. You are welcome, sir. I want to recognize also the chairman of the occasion. The chairman of the occasion. This one is chairman of the party. You are the chairman of the occasion. Chief SNOKK, Simon Usobombo, OKK, OFR. former chairman of the Police Service Commission. Okay, no, wave to the people. Yes. I want to recognize His Excellency, the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, who is humbly seated down by the national chairman. I want to recognize also the former governors here present, starting with His Excellency, the Distinguished Senator Sam Egu, Akadike of Ebonyi State. Akadike, I want to recognize the former governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Chief Okwesile Nwodo, here in our midst. I want to recognize the former governor of Imo State, His Excellency Chief Achiku Udemwa, two-term governor of Imo State. I want to recognize His Excellency Distinguished Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, former governor of Sokoto State, Mutawalen of Sokoto. I want to recognize the Deputy National Chairman of ADC South, Chief Distinguished Senator High Chief Ben Ndiobi, CON, Ojelibo. I know. I want to recognize the former governor of Imo State, a humble man who is behind me, Chief Right Honorable Chidemeka Ihedioha, Omenka Haronanya of Imo State. Your Excellency, you are welcome. Please, 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 Igbo people, it's okay. I want to recognize the singing Senator Enyimi Abaribe, the leader of the Southeast Caucus in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Enyimi Hakot Abaribe. I want to recognize the former governor of Edo State, His Excellency Professor Osumbo, who is here with us. I want to recognize the former national chairman now of ADC, the man who made this new beginning possible, Chief Raf Oke Wosu Ikorodiko Arabeze. I want to recognize Chief Mrs. Iyom Josephine Aneni, the powerful former Minister for Women Affairs, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to recognize all the distinguished senators here present. Senator Tony Nwoye, representing Anambra North Senatorial District. Ayakan Sube. Yes, wave to the people to see you. I recognize the distinguished Senator Gilbert, former senator representing Enugu North. Yes, I'll get there. I want to recognize myself. Distinguished Senator Victor Ume, OFR. I represent Anambra Central Senatorial District. Yes, so I want to recognize there are so many eminent people here, but because of time, we have to abridge it. But let me recognize Chief Onyema Ugochukwu, who is here in our midst, one of the stakeholders that put together this event. You are not here. I've recognized distinguished Senator Sam Egu. Didn't I recognize him? Akadike of Ebonyi State. Don't come to my microphone because my eyes are wide open. All the members of the House of Representatives here before us, I want them to stand up. Honorable Idu Emeka, stand up. Honorable Peter Anekwe, I am Elemandoyi. Idu Emeka is on Nisha North and South. Honorable Shoumi. And well, we want to show those who are here. That's why I'm calling them. Yes. George, Honorable George. Amuwadofi, yes. Osaro from Edo State. Etiosa. Professor Lydia Morobu, the leader of the caucus of House of Reps members in our fold, is here. Honorable Victor Famogene. Honorable Uchenna Harris Okonkwo, Idemili North and South. Lillian is Oka North and South. Afam is Obado Federal Constituency. Honorable K. Onwa Kalusi, Oshodi Federal Constituency. And others. Matthew Mogu, who is Matthew from Mbise? Rise, let me see you. Okay, being represented. So all these National Assembly members, they are important, they are recognized. Because all of us are making a direct movement to ADC. All of us here. Then all the other dignitaries here, please. I recognize everybody. But let me recognize the Vice Chairman of ADC in the Southeast. My noble colleague, Estate Surveyor Born Onachukwu, can you wave? Because we are in your territory. Yes. Yes. What? House of Assembly members are here too. About 6 of them from Anambra State. And the Enugu State, those from Enugu State. Just raise your hands. Ogara, I recognize you on behalf of those from Enugu State. And I recognize Jude, Umen Najego, and Nigeria. All of them from Anambra State. So thank you very much. All the stakeholders here from the Southeast, we welcome you. We have to run fast now because of time. Your Excellency, the National Chairman, we're happy to welcome you here. And at this stage, we have to move with electric speed. I'll first of all invite the chairman, the National Organizing Secretary is here, because they are working around. I didn't see you. Barrister Chinedu Idigo. Can you appreciate him? He's from this zone as well. All the members of the National Working Committee from the Southeast Zone, we recognize all of you and pray that everybody should accept the constraint we have with time. We want to invite the chairman of the occasion for his opening remarks, Chief Simon Nsobundo Okeke, fellow Nigerian Institute of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, former chairman, Police Service Commission of Nigeria. Thank you. Everything now, brief. If you are standing in front of the standing air conditioners, please clear so that the cold air can come in and help to chill here. Go and tell them now. Go and tell them. Get away from the air-conditioned vents. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I salute all of you. Anytime I set foot on Enugu soil, it reminds me a lot. I have a kind of nostalgia of my past. After my secondary and teacher training education, the first place I started life was here in Enugu. That was 67 years ago. Today, we are here on Enugu soil. Here had always been the capital of the old eastern region of Nigeria. The first and second premiers of eastern region, Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and Dr. Ihe Onukara, Mike Obara, they governed eastern region from here as the capital. Today, the group for which we are here decided that here will be the ground on which certain statements will be made. It has always been so. General Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, when circumstances and history got him to make a declaration, it was here that he declared this Republic of Biafra. It was here. Therefore, this place has always been a historic declaration ground. I've been chosen to chair this occasion not just because I am an elder, but possibly the eldest of all the elders. By sheer grace of God, in 8 days' time, 7th of January 2026, by the grace of God, I'll be 90 years. Therefore, this qualifies me to chair this occasion. When you see a group, distinguished men and women seated here, inviting us to be here, keep your ears open.
Yes, sir.
Something will be said.
Yes, sir.
Message will be sent across in the country.
Yes, sir.
I thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. You have seen it, 90 years old on the high table. And we have to proceed. Because today, like he said, you should listen for important statements that will be made from this hall today. That's why we have gathered. And our ears are wide open. I would like to invite His Excellency, Distinguished Senator, High Chief, Senator Ben Ndiobi Ojeligbo, Okuzu Nabazigwe, Deputy National Chairman South of ADC, to tell us why we're actually here. I have an idea, but you have to say it yourself.
Your Excellencies, I want to rest on the protocol. Well, What I know is that the person who will say what platform we are going into is no other person but Okute. So all this beating of the guns is hearsay.
Thank you. Noted.
In the course of the year 2025, political leaders from the Southeast across various political parties, particularly from the PDP, Labour Party, and ABGA, consulted extensively and widely across the country. During our consultations, we met twice with key northern leaders, equally met with respected Nigerian leaders, those I refer to as the legitimizers, and they understood the plight of the Igbo man in today's Nigeria. Equally, the need to institute a credible leadership come 2027 and halt the impending collapse of this country, occasioned by inept leadership, formed part of our discussions. After the wide consultations and meetings, we have gathered here to make a decision and assert that, one, we political leaders from the PDP, ABGA, and Labour Party are ready to announce a new political platform to pursue the mission of rescuing the country from collapse. And that will be done shortly by His Excellency Okute Peter Obi. We are here, number two, we are here solely on a patriotic mission to save the country from further diving into a full-blown fascism. Three, to end this, we are entirely opposed to any move that will drift the country into a one-party state. Four, never in the history of this country have we witnessed such cowardice from those who are supposed to protect our democracy from collapse. This time I refer to the legislature and the judiciary. Some of us who were privileged to be under the tutelage of some of our founding fathers find it utterly embarrassing and a disgrace for this crop of leaders who knowingly or unknowingly are pushing the state into a one-party state. The great Zik of Africa will certainly frown at this. Dr. Ahmadu Bello will see it as an outrageous thing. Chief Obafemi Awolowo will see these moves by political leaders who are emptying themselves into one party as a shameful move. Let it be on record that we, from the PDP, recognize fully the leadership of Barrister Taminu Turaki, SAN, Adolf Mwabara, Chairman BOT, and Bala Mohammed, His Excellency Bala Mohammed, Chairman of the Governors Forum. And we will extend the hand of fellowship to them to join the move to save the country. Lastly, we political leaders from the Southeast are solidly behind and widely acceptable politician in the country today, in the person of His Excellency Okute Peter Obi, and will follow him. Thank you. And we follow him in whichever platform he announces to us today. I also want to commend our members in the National Assembly for the cooperation we have received from them in the last 1 year. In conclusion, I am convinced that our efforts shall not be in vain. We will swim or sink together, but God forbid
we shall swim.
We will never sink. We will swim together. Daalụnụ rinne.
Yes.
Asị m
Okay,
o nwere egwu a na-agụ enyi na-aga na nsogbu n'azụ enyi na-aga na nsogbu n'azụ. Daalụnụ.
Thank you, Ojelibo. While Ojelibo was speaking, our big brother came in, Professor of Political Economics, Professor Pat Utomi Okedinachi, the leader of the big tent. You are welcome. Before we go further, let me announce that the Obedient Movement worldwide, they are all in line with what we are doing, and they are here represented by the president of Obedient Movement worldwide, Dr. Yunusa Tanko. Thank you, Yunusa Tanko. With your Obedient Movement, we know what you can do. Having taken this, I don't think we'll have to waste more time, because Senator Ben Obi has said it clearly, and that's what we want to hear. That His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi I have to flow from his speech so that we'll save time. He concluded that after all the consultations, that this group met and agreed that wherever P2B goes to is the platform all of us will go to. Is that not what we agreed? So on that note, we have to give him the chance now to tell us where we are going. May I invite respectfully His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, CON, to say where we are going. Your Excellency Senator David Mark, listen carefully where we have decided to go.
Let me start by just recognizing some of our distinguished leaders that are here. I have to recognize the party chairman, our own dear senior brother, distinguished Senator David Mark. Recognize the chairman of our occasion and our dear father, Chief Simon Okeke, and all the elders that are here, because all the ex-governors here, apart from maybe my junior brother Emeka, and all my seniors, let me say on all protocols very respectfully and duly observed. It's true, there's 2 juniors here. So let me recognize all of them and set all protocols very duly observed. Today is an important day. Today is the last day of 2025. So we are ending this year with a hope that in 2026 we will begin a journey of rescue of our country. For proper socio-economic development that will be unifying and inclusive. We have all watched those who benefited from our democracy sometimes now become accessories to destroying our democracy, either through coercion and gangsterism against the opposition. We cannot allow this to happen. We will resist it. who benefited in our democracy be part of celebrating electoral fraud publicly. And we are saying that those who are planning to rig an election in Nigeria come 2027, we will resist it by every means lawful and legitimate. And we are urging this happen because we have weak institutions like INEC, which we are urging them in the coming election. We must do whatever it is to follow the rules and the regulation, starting by educational qualification for eligibility to sit for any election. We can no longer be where they are asking whether this person went to school or not. We have 1 year now to determine who went to school and who didn't go to school. We have 1 year now for people to tell us the school they attended. And when they left those schools, we don't want it to be something we go to court after election. They say it's pre-election matter. We have pre-election situation now to verify everybody who wants to contest the election for Nigeria. And we must follow that. Our commitment is about Nigeria. In all my touring and everything, we are committed to a better Nigeria, and we found all the studies that we have followed religiously, and I'm going to mention a few to tell you why it is important what we are doing here today and why we must follow it, and know that two things are critical if we are going to turn around Nigeria. We must stay united. Nigeria today is not united. We must ensure the unity of the country. We must ensure we have competent leadership. I have followed by studies of where we have conflict, where we have strife, where there's disunity, and where there's unity, and what it brought about. Because of it, I've read several books in it, but I'm going to cite one which Professor Tommy knows very well. He took me to visit one of the best authors who wrote on conflict resolution and transformation, because we're talking about transforming our country. And that took me to read a book by Professor Nicole Fox of California University. And after reading that book, met with him alongside Professor Tommy, and after listening to him, I decided, for the interest of what happened in Rwanda, to visit Rwanda. And sat down, had the opportunity of sitting down with Paul Kagame to listen what he did in reconciling and transforming that society, which shows me hope that it can happen here. And if you look at what he did, it is evident that in 1995, if you look at it, the GDP per capita of Rwanda is $227. Today, it is $1,100, a growth of over 500%. While our own country, in 1995, the GDP per capita of $1,225, today we are below 1,000. 30 years after, for the giant of Africa. We cannot continue this way. Our people are in pain. That is why we are coming to talk about how do we unify our country. Following that particular visit and the differential showing in underdevelopment of this country, I decided to go further. That took me to read another book, Growing Apart, which is a book about Indonesia and Nigeria. Indonesia and Nigeria have the same similarity in population, high population, cultural, economic structure, everything. However, after reading that book, I decided I'm going to take a tour of the United States to meet with Professor Lewis personally. When I sat down with him, what he told me was more revealing and shocking than what I read in the book. And I decided to take a trip to Indonesia to see what they did. That took me to meet with the Minister of Planning of Indonesia, Minister of Education, Minister of Small Business, Minister of Small Villages, Minister of Health. I met the Vice President and the most celebrated president in Indonesia, Joko Widodo, to know what they did. When you do at all this, one thing is very clear: unity and competent leadership. Unity and competent leadership. And if you follow what they've been able to do, today Indonesia is a commendable success. Where they've moved now, they've become one of the over 1 trillion economy. The first in Southeast Asia, about 1.4 today, and the biggest economy in Southeast Asia with per capita of $5,300. When Nigeria, again lamentably, is today our GDP have halved from what it was 10 years ago to 240 and below 1,000 per capita. What did they do differently? Competent leadership and unity have shown what you can do. In all the studies, like I said, following that, you've listened where somebody who won a Nobel Peace Prize said that Nigeria knows what to do to prosper. The 2024 Nobel Peace Prize winner in economics said Nigeria knows what to do to prosper, but refuses to do it. Professor James Robinson of Chicago University. I spent 3 hours with him in Chicago University to listen about what he has to say. It all boils down to unity, competent leadership that have capacity, have commitment and compassion to change the socio-economic of the country. That is what we are lacking. And that's what we need to change. What they did is not rocket science. It can be done here and we'll get the same result. It is not rocket science. I've studied it, I've followed it all over. One thing that is common about all these leaders is that they build consensus of their people. And how did they do it? By being honest to them and telling them the truth. A leader must speak the truth. A leader must be trusted. A leader cannot be proud of telling people one thing and doing the opposite. You must do the same thing. If you must ask people to fast, you should not feast. Whatever you tell the people to do, the leader must show it. We can no longer sit in a country where our leaders tell us lie. We cannot, they are truthful people, they live a life of just. And that is what is lacking here. We have a situation where we said we are fighting corruption, but we have monumental corruption in front of us. We have a situation where we have closed our shop, chasing thieves, and allowing other people to pack whatever remains in the shop away. We borrowed more money than we have ever borrowed. We saved all the money we are supposed to save, and yet our people are dying of hunger. There's insecurity. Nigeria has never seen this level of insecurity. We have never seen this level of hunger. We have never seen this level of division, where our country is so divided that we are at point of hating each other. I have traveled all over the place. And my appeal to all of us, to those who are visiting us, that we must come together united to be able to fight this. We can no longer allow those by dividing us. We can no longer allow those who live by making us poor. Nigeria is not a poor country. We are looted into poverty, and we must stop that looting. Nigerians are not lazy people. We've been betrayed. Nigeria, we can no longer continue rewarding criminals. We can no longer allow normalizing what is not normal. We must then change it. And to change it, we must come with unity of purpose. We are now talking about tax regime. How can you, everybody who knows about fiscal policy knows that tax is a social contract. A social contract that when you empower your people, they become more productive and they pay you more tax. How can you tax people who are unemployed? We have 130 million people living in multidimensional poverty. We have 80 million Nigerians, young Nigerians who are unemployed, and you're talking about tax. You can't grow revenue when people are starving. You cannot grow revenue by throwing people into poverty. You must grow revenue. It's a bank account. You must pay in before withdrawal. These people are withdrawing without paying anything in. That must stop. And all of us here have a destiny to be part of that. To be part of that challenge. That's why we're here. We can't just say we are joining party. Why are we joining party? Are we joining party to continue the same criminality? Are we joining party to change that? We have become a crime scene. We are now called fantastically corrupt. We are now called disgraced nation. We now use everything. And I have gone around the whole state. I've been to IDP camps in Benue, in Plateau, in places where those who are in government fear to go or even fail to acknowledge publicly, denying it. I've been there. I see the people's pain. I see their pain all over. So we must turn around our country. God gave us everything. No country in the world that I can imagine that have what Nigeria has today. How can we be hungry? A country of 923,000 square kilometers. Today we are importing rice. Because I'm telling you rice is cheaper. We are importing the rice that makes our rice cheaper. From another country, killing our farmers. When we should be doing it. Tiny country like Bangladesh. Bangladesh, a country with about 1/6 of our size, high population as we are, is producing 10 times what we are producing. In fact, you can compare Bangladesh with our two biggest states. Bangladesh is less than 150,000 square kilometers of land. Our two biggest states, Niger at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8, is about the size of Bangladesh. And we have a population of 171 million. Yet they are producing 10 times the amount of rice we produce. That is unacceptable. We must change this. And that is why we are coming to say that we want to start turning around the country from consumption to production. A new Nigeria is possible. And we cannot make it happen. We can create that what is there. So all of us that are gathered here, I've been part of this coalition from day one. Because I've heard people say it's trying to defect or join party. I was part of this coalition from day one. So our people know I was part of it when it was being discussed. I was part of it when it was launched. I I'm saying that we are now calling, I thank all my leaders that are gathered here. You must have leaders if you must be seen as a leader tomorrow. Have leaders here. Achikudenwa is here. Okwesiasa Nwodo is here. Sam Egwu is here. Ben Obi is here. All these people are mentioning today, as you know, Abadibe is here. I know why I'm saying. These are people who are my senior in age, in politics, in everything. And I thank them that we say we'll be a family. Yes. We are not going to be a family of crime. We are not going to be a family to deprive other people. We are going to be a family of change. A family that will create new Nigeria. That is what the family is all about. We've watched people tell us story in midst of plenty and we're hungry. So we have all come together and to ensure that we become fully member of this coalition of ADC led by distinguished Senator David Mark. That is why we came together. We will in the coming months be able to tell you what this coalition have that is different from what is happening today. Because we must show the difference. That is why you are seeing from Osumbo to Tommy, they can't be a professor for nothing. They know what professors are suffering today. So their professorship must come with new ideas. We want to be able to change the country. And we are not just on ourselves going into ADC. We're also begging other people from other political parties. All the opposition must come together for the sake of Nigeria. Whether you are PDP, NPP, or any other party, we are faced with the essential threat which we must all fight for the sake of our children. A new Nigeria, productive, all-inclusive, united Nigeria, where we will see each other as love, where we will turn around the economy, starting from agriculture and manufacturing. The empty lands of the north must be cultivated, while the factories in the southern part of the country must now function, be employing people. Thank you. May God Almighty. We must now do that and ensure that we will now talk about how we are going to create wealth based on proper fiscal policy that creates wealth by ensuring that we enrich the people so we can earn more. Those 80 million Nigerian youths, we must give them a hope to drive everything. One of the things I learned in Indonesia is that 95% of their employment comes from small businesses. And they were mainly youths. I went everywhere to see what they are doing. And it can be done in Nigeria. Imagine when we empower 80 million youths. And those 80 million youths either employ themselves or add one more person. We won't talk about unemployment in this country. That's what we are doing. And we have people, senators here, dignitaries here. Look at, we have Ostobu here. He has been advising on economy. We want that he has advice to work on it. We look at Onyemu Ugochukwu. There's so many of you that are gathered here. Let us come as a family under the ADC coalition led by David Mark to turn around our dear country, to stop this lamentation, to stop this crying, to make sure that people in ID camp go back to their houses, go back to their farms, to make sure that no Nigerian wakes up hungry. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you. Okwute, okwute ka ị ga-eso, ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana, okwute ka ị ga-eso. Okwute, okwute, okwute ka ị ga-eso, ma ọ na-ejeje ma ọ na-ana. Address system back. Thank you very much. We progress very fast now. Mr. Obi has spoken, and Senator Ben Obi said he is the one who will say where we are going. And he has said that we are going to ADC. ADC is the party. It's a coalition party, but it's an individual party. So all of us in different parties here have now heard that that's where we are going to go. That's what he has said. Okute, is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
So it's now clear. He has given the direction. And we are privileged to have presiding officers at the National Assembly here. We have National Chairman of ADC, two-time Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, David Mark, GCON. We are privileged to also have Right Honorable Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, former Speaker of the House of Representatives. And we're also lucky to have a Deputy Presiding Officer in that House, Honorable Emeka, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha. In fact, he was Deputy Speaker to Aminu Tambuwal. When you go home, you continue. Real hope to Nigerians. Emeka Ihedioha, Right Honorable.
Mr. Chairman of the occasion, Ochendo Simon Okeke, whom by the grace of God will be 90 in a few days' time. My boss, our boss, the man that has taught me so much, the good and the bad. Distinguished Senator David A.B. Mark, National Chairman of the African Democratic Congress. Distinguished leaders, our leader, Okute Peter Obi. Distinguished leaders gathered here, particularly of the Southeast region, and our dear friends, leaders of the Southeast, ladies and gentlemen, it is with a sense of humility and conscious of the fact that history is being made today that I accept the rare honor to do the needful. The needful is that several Nigerians, and indeed, most importantly, of the Southeast extraction have been waiting for this moment to come. Am I speaking what you know? Your Excellency, Senator David Mark, you have heard Okute. He has made the formal announcement. My job is to propose, realizing the fact that by His grace and by virtue of my responsibilities in the past, I was part of nurturing our democracy till this date. Worked very hard to stabilize multi-party democracy in our country. Very well aware that there is no democracy without opposition. In our time in the federal government, we ensured that opposition had their voice. Consequently, I do propose that all of us, representing the vast majority of the Southeast political players in our country, men, women, youth, and indeed the special citizens, do propose and move that we all join the African Democratic Congress as a party that we shall use for the Southeast to get back to the federal government of Nigeria. Realizing that since 2015, we have been excluded as a people, and we understand what that means. We are thirsty, we are hungry, we are desirous. We have extracted other platforms, and we are conscious of the fact that the platform that will satisfy our aspirations, justify our participation, a party that will be there for all, will be the African Democratic Congress. I therefore move that we all adopt, accept, and massively register to be members of the ADC starting from today. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Omenka Horanya. I want to invite, on behalf of all of us here, particularly those who were part of the consultations before we arrived at this decision, I want to invite Professor Osita Ogbu to come out and second this motion. Professor Osita Ogbu is a professor of economics, development economics. Before we came here, we analyzed the economy. Fine. And decided that through here, we can revamp the economy of Nigeria. Go ahead. Second.
Without much ado, given the speech of Okute and the motion proposed by Honorable Ihedioha, former governor, I so second.
Thank you very much. Those who are in support of this motion, say aye. Those who again say nay. All of them are absent. I want to also put it on record, Mr. Chairman of the party, that people here are not only from the Southeast. All the National Assembly members of Labour Party and some from other parties, ABGA, are all here. And those from the Southwest, the two House of Rep members, stand up. Show four. I'm talking about people from Southwest, the original Southwest people. Original. Show me and Benga, right? George. Yes. Atta. Yes, they are here. So it's not only Southeast. All our members are here. And you know that distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe has already joined the party in FCT. Edo is here, Osaro. Yes, Osaro is here. So you can see that Obi has taken all the people he made the way for in 2023 to the National Assembly here into ADC. We have about 18 of them seated in the House of Representatives here, present. Just now, I looked at my phone. I saw a text message from a member of the House of Representatives representing Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekwuchigo Federal Constituency. He's a member of the YPP. He told me that he had just listened to what will be said, that he has now joined this side. His name is Honorable Peter Ifeanyi Uzokwe, member House of Representatives. So now that the door is open, just watch and see how many people will cross over from across the country. So thank you very much. We will go to goodwill messages. But these goodwill messages will be 1.5 minutes each, so that we're able to cover enough ground. May I start by inviting the leader of the Southeast Senate Caucus to deliver a goodwill message. His Excellency, Distinguished Senator, Ancestor, Engineer Hakot Abaribe, representing Abia South in the Senate.
ADC, AD&C. Let me do a symbolic thing first. Mr. David Mark, Chairman of ADC. This is the logo of the party on this cap, and I'm going to wear this cap for the first time. Let me also announce that this morning I resigned from the All Progressive Grand Alliance. So as of now, I am fully in ADC. Following my brother and our leader, Mr. Peter Obi, I wish all of us well, and I know that we are going to get there. When I was giving my last interview, and they were asking me, how do you think it will happen? I told them, Mboru. Every Igbo man knows what Mboru means. Now it's Mboru.
When the time comes,
the time has come. The whole of us are going into ADC, and we shall remove the cancer that has held Nigeria down since 2015. We will remove that party that promised change but brought. What else did they bring?
Yes.
That party brought death and destruction to Nigeria. And so I wish everyone well and want to pledge my loyalty to our chairman, Mr. David Mark, and my party. My party. Which party is my party?
Thank you very much. There's what they say, mutatis mutandi. That is concur. All the senators here present, Senator Moye, where is he? Ayaka has already resigned. He was here. He has already resigned from Labour Party in writing. But because of time, I want to say that all of us have resigned the way Peter Obi resigned from the Labour Party. So we shall need caps. Many people will wear it now. Then goodwill message will continue. I would like to invite Professor Pat Utomi, leader of the Big Tent. Also, know where now I'm already. But just a word will pass you by.
ADC! The time is now to arise and shine. You know, for the last 2 years, Mr. Peter Obi and I have been wandering around this planet trying to find out where it has worked. Academics, heads of states, in Europe, in North America, in Asia, we've met all these people. The formula is ready for a new Nigeria. And ADC will present it. ADC!
It's my distinguished privilege to invite Aisha Yusuf, who is here as a mobilizer and a great activist. Where is she? She just stepped out. Go and bring her back. When she comes, she will greet the people. She's coming. I have seen her hijab. Aisha Yusuf. Yeah, she has come. Excellency. I called her because she speaks the truth. She's not afraid of anybody. And this ADC will never be afraid of speaking the truth. So speak the truth so that the people shall be set free. 1.5 minutes.
Nigerian people. Greatest Nigerian people. Of the greatest, 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 of the greatest Nigerian people. Good day to the high table. I've been given 1 minute.
Yes.
You know, whenever it is, I can speak not only for Nigeria but also for Africa. But today we had a guest leader who said it's all about unity. It's all about unity. We are united with the insecurity that affects every part of the country. We are united with the lack of employment. We are united with the things that are not working. The next time they tell you we are not united, remind them that the problems that face all of us, we all get it. And so therefore, we will put our hands together to make sure that Nigeria becomes an amazing country, a great country, one that we all will be proud of. And today, Nigerians have decided that they are going into the African, right? Give me the second one. Give me the third one. There is a reason why there is no party there. It simply means this is not the time for jollification like you would usually see. This is the time for Africans, Nigerians. Nigerians will lead the way. And this is the time for us all to come together and have that Congress. African Democratic Congress it is. ADC!
Arise and shine.
ADC!
Arise.
AD&C!
Arise and shine.
Before I leave, I want to say here, sir, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, I have never been in any political party. I have refused to be a card-carrying member of any political party. But as my leader, I give you my words that I will proudly be a card-carrying member of ADC.
Thank you.
And David Mark, you might not remember, over 11 years ago, under the rains, we cried together. And Honorable Aminu Tambua, you might not remember, but we cried together. You were outside in the rain. When we stood up, I had turned 40 and I realized that silence was no longer an option. And when Chibok girls were taken away and we came to the National Assembly, both of you came out and you stood in the rain and you cried with us. All of us shed tears and we are still shedding that tear. Enough is enough. There is no more time for us to shed tears. We have cried too much. From this moment on, we are in the trenches. We will fight for Nigeria. We will have a great nation. ADC, we take us and give us the Nigeria where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you.
Thank you. You can see that.